Line off the lane, line off the lane. Precept off the precept, precept off the precept.
Anyway, different. I wouldn't have stopped. Right? Right. So,
I mean, like for yourself,
like,
how do you feel like taking them steps to the most? Like what we learned in the church, you got to realize it's not the right way, isn't it? Giving the money to the student, making the pastor rich.
Yeah, no, that one I don't do. I don't agree with that at all. Because I always tell my Christian friends, I mean, because you live in this world, you have to please everyone. You can't be by yourself. You have to be with, yeah, no, you have to be with everyone. And I tell my Christian friends, I say, look, you walk in, right? Passing you with a big Mercedes, and you walk in, and you give him pastor all your money. Right? They don't like it.
So you observing the Sabbath?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. As far as it is possible to do that.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 9. So this is a commandment, right? This is a commandment, and people might say, render your heart, but not your garments, yeah? So this part, if you render your heart, you'll keep the commandments. You know that, isn't it?
Yeah, we know about that.
Alright, so let's see what the commandments say, how a garment should look, okay?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman should not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So woman, when you go to the toilet, a woman, on the image on the toilet, the pictorial image, it's got a woman and she's got a dress. That's the theme, that's the attire. It's been given to show you the image of a woman. She's got a skirt or a dress, right?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Because you don't want a man going into the woman's clothes, to the woman's toilet, just because he wore a dress that day. You know what I mean? Because the world is confusion. It's Babylon, right?
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So you'll be called abominable. You don't want to be an abomination to God. To the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. He called you the children of the light. So now you're putting yourself in darkness. You're making yourself black by wearing abominable clothes. You want to be pure. Understand? By keeping the commandments. So what do you feel about that, sister? About starting to transform your car, convert your heart. It's all love, you know. What we're doing, because what it is, sometimes the love becomes bitter, but the bitters are good for you. You know, eating sugar will give you diabetes, man. It's going to give you sweet sugar all day. So we got to give you a bit of both. The sweetness is, salvation is for you, but salvation comes if you can keep the commandments and deal with the facts and change your ways. Peace and love. That's all we wanted to say. We couldn't leave you without telling you a commandment. Alright, sister?
You.
Love for keeping stopping. Thank you for stopping. When you read your Bible, wear a wrap over your head and keep that vibration, right, sis? All praises, man. What you say? Oh, damn snippets. Alright, so what we're doing here, we're going to read the book of, what was you holding? Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Alright, read it.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations.
That's what we needed to tell the sister. We need to remember the olden times, the ways we were moving in the commandments, man. We need to remember those vibrations. Alright, remember the days of old.
Ask thy father and he will show thee.
We had to just go to the book of Deuteronomy and ask the Most High, what was the vibrations we were holding, man? Alright?
Ask thy father and he will show thee thy elders and they will tell thee.
And let's be real, a lot of our elders, they're gone bonkers, man. So we have to give honorable service to the elders of the house of David. Because they ruled and spoke. When they spoke, our ears were attentive to hear wisdom. We didn't depart from it. We didn't despise it. We chased it, man. We said, where is he at? Give me that video. No, rewind. Play that back. Got the pen. No, I need that. I need that in my notes. Because we have to keep these words. We have to keep this word sure. Understand? Give me that Proverbs 8. Give me that Proverbs 8 and verse. Yo, King, give us 2 minutes. Yo, King, give us 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We wanna talk. Please, don't kill us. Yeah, come on then.
Oh, who praised it?
First Thessalonians 5 and verse 21. Prove all things.
He kill us with scriptures.
Prove all things.
He knows it better than us.
Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Okay, prove all things. I'm not saying it's yours. It's not. Well, this is ours. This is your scriptures. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. It belongs to me.
I got here from voodoo.
Yeah.
Right?
Voodoo's in the Bible. Voodoo's in the Bible.
Of course it's in the Bible.
Yeah. There's a witch that brought back There's a witch that brought back Samuel, and then King Saul told him to bring back. So there's voodoo in here. But we're not saying it's correct. We're not saying it's good.
The same Bible says that when you die, that you're dead unto the coming of Christ. Yeah, but Samuel appeared before that. It's full of contradictions. I've read that about a million times. I was even reading it last night.
Where's that?
Because I'll tell you why. I was reading it last night because I'm used to that. And I did my fast for 40 days. And last night was my first time of eating or drinking alcohol. But in order to help me pray,
That's
because
what
I'm so
Christ
used to
done.
English.
That becomes it's a hypocrisy.
Why?
Because you just said you're voodoo, and then Christ does that. You learnt that from Christ to fast.
Yeah, I was brought up like that. Don't call me hypocrite. Call me over the phone. I didn't call any name.
No, but I'm saying,
you guys get angry.
voodoo, but Christ doesn't agree with voodoo. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn from you. Tell me why you do voodoo and you do 40 days for the rest.
Okay. Because I'm impressed. Because I'm impressed. No, hold on. Because I'm impressed with the story. I'm impressed with forgiveness. Okay? I'm impressed because when he said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do, that is when he became higher than me. Because if it's me and my father, I'd be like, Father, lick them with thunderbolt, Father. You know what I mean? That's when he became better than me. So I'm impressed. But I'm not impressed by Christians.
No, and we know we're not Christians. I'm pretty sure you know we're not Christians.
I'm not impressed by Jews either. Jews is just a house of Judah.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, there's 12 tribes.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is, I've been all these places, yeah?
Yeah, cool.
And I've come back to myself.
Okay.
And myself, most of my grandfathers were witch hunters. And they didn't do any harm to anybody. They healed people, right? And then the white man came with his Christianity, and now my place is a fucking toilet.
I can see.
Okay? I can see what Christianity
you know why?
done all over the world. Where has Christianity done well? Or Islam?
Yeah, no, we know. We agree with that, bro. And you know what? I'll take that back. The witch doctor thing, our people, we have, give me that Romans. Give me Romans 10.
Romans is not me. I've got the Romans.
One second, I know you're not, but our people have been scattered to England. We're not English. We're not African either. Our people dwelt in Israel and we flew to the Akans. African is Leo Scipio Africanus. It's a so-called white man. The name was made after a white man, so we're using knowledge, brother.
No.
Alright, let's use wisdom. We're not Romans, we're not Africans.
Do you want me to tell you where Africa is? Africa is Obodo. Okay? I have Africa in my language. Yeah. You can say.
This is the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
That's what our prayers and our heart's desire is, that we can save our people, that they might be saved, right?
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of power, but
Our people what? Read this.
I bear them record that they have a zeal of power, but not according to knowledge.
So our people have a zeal, they're very zealous, means they've got that energy to keep that vibration, like to be witch doctors and that. But what?
But not according to knowledge.
But they didn't, they was keeping a spiritual vibration, but they didn't. No, it wasn't written about a Jewish man, it wasn't written. This was written by a Benjamin. By a Benjamin, no, give me Benjamin 11.
I'll tell you the book.
Let's show you.
This is the book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
He's what?
I am also an Israelite.
So he's a Roman.
I am also an Israelite.
I'm a European.
I also am an Israelite
So this is an Israelite writing this.
of the seed of Abraham,
From the seed of the Japhets.
from the seed of
From
Abraham,
the seed of the Hamites.
from the seed of
From the
Abraham,
seed of Abraham, Shem, Isaac, Jacob.
of the tribe of Benjamin.
Benjamin, man. And then we know about Benjamin, right? Right,
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
There's a vibration where we can't deal with Obia and deal with the Most High.
With devils, yeah?
Brother,
This is the problem we have.
we can't drink black, we're brown.
I've been
You can't keep talking
I am a black man.
imagination, man. You're
No,
brown.
no, I am
You're
a black
brown.
man.
You're very
That
brown.
is
You
fair.
can't
I
lie
don't
to the
mind
children.
black.
Brother, look, he's got a black bag and his skin is brown. So he's not black.
That's just semantics.
You're semantical. We're telling you that Jesus
No, tell me
is not
something
a
real.
black
Don't
guy.
tell me
He's a
that he's
brown
not
guy,
black.
and he's from the tribes of Judah. He knows his heritage.
No, we
The
don't.
thing is, we don't know who we are. We think we're damn African. We think we're damn black. We think we're
No,
Caribbean.
we're not Africans.
There's
So
a
we're not
heritage.
Africans.
There's a heritage we need to learn, brother.
Bro,
Our
you
heritage
gotta
we need to
tune into
learn.
God.
Brother, you gotta learn. You think you're black? Look at the children, they're black.
No.
That is crazy. You can't be. That's a white man's name. That's a Caucasian's name. It wasn't. It was called the land of Cush.
How is
It was
that?
called the land of Ham.
How
Look,
is that? How is
this is Leo,
don't tell me
Scipio.
that. Don't tell
I am
me.
telling
Don't
you. I
tell
am
me.
telling
I'm
you.
coming from Africa.
This is no, you're not.
Have you been to Africa?
That's Cappy.
I'm coming from
Was he
Africa. I was
conquered
born in
Hannibal?
Africa. I was born in Africa. Right?
in the Punic
I
Wars.
was born in Africa, and I come here and you're telling me
Leo
how-
Scipio Africanus
All right,
in the
you know, I'm
Punic
gonna leave you.
Wars.
I'm gonna leave
Leo
you.
Scipio
I'm
Africanus.
gonna leave you
He
because
named it after his own name after he conquered Hannibal.
Yes.
Because it was called Kush before that. You understand? So don't come out here telling us you know better than us.
I know.
Hey, yo, you know what you do? Give me
Do
Psalms.
you speak an African language?
Do you speak Hebrew?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
speak Igbo.
Shalom.
Igbo is the most
That's good.
ancient
Shalom.
of your things.
Psalms
I'm an Igbo
110.
man. I'm an Igbo man.
Psalms
That is
119.
Hebrew.
That's
Hebrew.
good.
Don't
Yeah,
tell me who
you're
I am.
over. So
Don't
if
tell me who
so
I
the
am.
witch doctors,
Tell me who you are. Don't
witch
tell me who I
doctors
am.
in Israel got put to death. Elijah told the Israelites, if you want to serve God, come on the right side. If you want to serve your witch, your Baal, go on the left. And they
where
got
are you?
they
Where
got
are you?
destroyed.
Where are
Witch
you?
doctors
Where are
got
you?
destroyed
Where
out
are
of
you?
Israel.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
and then Israel
Voodoo,
got destroyed.
science.
And then Israel
Know
got
that knows
destroyed.
valiant
And
science.
then Israel got destroyed.
No, the
Israel
medicines,
got
the medicines
destroyed.
are used.
Where are the Jews?
We're here.
Oh,
You
came
said
up
you're
here
a
slave-
Jew.
On the slave ship.
You just said
Yeah.
you're a Jew.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
why I
your
said
God
you're
is
talking
got you.
madness, brother.
That's what your God got you.
You just
Yeah?
said you're Hebrew.
Yeah, Igbo means Hebrew. Yeah.
So you're looking at the Hebrews now.
No.
You said the Hebrews got
No,
destroyed. You're not.
You're
just,
telling
they're
me.
the same as
No,
the
no,
Jews.
you're telling me.
The Hebrew
No,
Jews.
no,
Come
you're
on,
telling me a
come on.
different
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. There's a book in the
You
Bible.
call me over here.
There's a book in the
You
Bible
call me
called
over here.
Hebrews.
You call me over here.
Look, brother.
Just to talk at me.
There's a.
You didn't
I
call me
did.
over here in order
I
to
did.
listen
I
to
did.
anything.
Yeah, no, you're
And what
listening to the
telling
Bible.
me- What you're telling me is that both my
Psalms
grandfathers
190.
were
Sister,
evil
come, please.
people.
Let's
Yeah,
reason.
who should be put to death.
Let's reason it.
Yeah, that's what you're telling me. Yeah?
Look.
And the same curse you put upon me, may it fall upon you.
I'm not cursing you, brother.
Of course
I'm
you're
telling you to
cursing
live.
me.
I'm
You're
telling you to
telling
live
me
by the
that both my
commandments of the Lord.
grandfathers Who were witch doctors?
Yeah, they're
right?
madmen.
What?
They're madmen.
You are a madman.
Look, read.
This is the book of Psalms 119 verse 100.
Reading another
I
man's
understand more than the ancients because I keep
I understand what?
I understand more than the ancients
I understand more than the elders.
because I keep thy precept.
I keep
That
the what?
book-
I keep thy precept.
That
Because
book,
we keep
that
the-
book was not
because we
written
keep the
by
words.
any Jew. That
Psalms,
book
man.
was written by.
Do you read the
by-
Psalms?
Yes, of course.
So then why can't we read this,
They
man?
were
Let's
were
read it again.
I
Read the
was,
Psalms
I was
here.
writing it. I was reading it last
This
night.
is the book of Psalms.
Oh, come on. I come
Book
to
of
argue
Psalms
with you, and you just go to a book.
119
So
and
you
verse
have
12 and verse
you have
100.
no brain of
I
your own.
understand more than the ancients because I kept thy precept.
What does that mean?
I keep thy precept.
What does that mean?
I have refrained my
does that
feet
mean?
from
What's
doing any
precept?
evil. From every evil way.
So
Speak
we
your own
refrain
language. You're not even
from
speaking
doing
your own
every
language.
evil way.
The book that you're reading from
That
was
I
written by
may
the Romans.
keep thy word.
Thy what?
That I might keep
Oh,
thy
so
word.
much.
So we keep the word, bro.
Keep on
Right?
coming here and doing that, yeah?
Give me that Isaiah
Right?
chapter
Because you're not
28.
interested in what anybody else has to
We
say.
are listening to
No,
you,
no,
bro.
you're not listening.
We understand
You're not-
what you
no,
were
you're
saying.
reading. I can tell you who wrote that book. is not the Bible. That is not the Bible. That was written by, I tell you what, the Council of Nicaea. That is not the Bible. Okay? That is not
Why do
your
you have
Bible.
locks in your hair? Why do you have locks in your hair?
I tell you why I have my locks. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm an African and King Selassie is an African man.
King Selassie don't have locks.
Oh, you did.
He don't have locks, man.
Oh my God.
Make me laugh, man.
So we're talking about
This is the
hairstyle now.
book of Isaac.
No,
So we're talking about
it's the
hairstyle now.
Nazarite oath. It's the
We're
oath
talking
of the
about
Nazarites.
hairstyle. Yeah.
It's the oath of the Nazarites.
Of course.
And they weren't Ethiopians. The Nazarites are Israelites.
Yes. And what does that
They are
mean?
Hebrews.
What does it mean?
It means that the Ethiopians...
Oh, you're saying that we don't have locks where I come from?
No, I'm
We
saying
don't
that the
have
Ethiopians are
No,
not
we
the
don't
same
have
as the
that.
Nazarites,
No, hold
as
on,
the
we don't have that.
Israelites.
We don't have
They're
that.
not the same.
You don't
They're
know
separate.
anything about
They're
yourself.
very separate.
I'm sorry for you.
The Israelites and the Hamitic people are very separate. Give me that.
I'm sorry for
Yo,
you.
yo,
You don't know
are
nothing.
you're
You don't-
Egyptians.
you don't-
The
what's your
Egyptians,
language?
the
What's your
Egyptians
language?
and the
Speak your language.
Ethiopians, they're not the same.
Speak your language to me. Let me hear you. Speak your language.
I'll go.
Oh, you're gonna come back with English. Okay.
Yo, we can speak our language.
So let me hear you. Speak Hebrew.
Alright, what should we? Let's go to the heathens,
No,
man.
you
Alright,
can't.
Kahalal,
Kahalal,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'asham,
Ba'asham,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Babakashah, Babakashah,
Babakashah,
Mashapatim,
Mashapatium,
Alkan,
Alkan,
Adawamian,
Adawamian,
Gwa, Gawayam, Ayabiam Nawa,
Ayabnamnawa,
Babakashah, Babakashah, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Tawala Aman.
You are more lost than anybody.
This is Isaiah 28 and verse 11. For stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his...
Hey, brother, hey, yo, Daniela, let him listen to the word.
Isaiah 28 and verse 11. For with stammering lips...
In English.
Hey, listen then.
In English.
What are you speaking? What are you speaking?
Oh, that's following you. Camila is so African now. I so Hebrew now. But you're not idiot.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
So with a stammering lips and another tongue, he spoke to his people. This is spiritual, us reading the Bible. You understand? The fact that we read the Bible, you wouldn't know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob if it wasn't for the Bible, man. You would be doing witchcraft with your granddad, man. You'll be doing witchcraft and wizardry with your granddad, alright? Yeah, where did your granddad get the Nazarite? Did your granddad have the
in your
locks?
language. Talk to me in your language. You're not
We
an
just
Englishman.
did.
You're not an Englishman.
Shammai,
Talk to me in English.
Yasharala, Yahweh, Alahaynawa, Yahweh, Ahad.
Tell me how to go to Tesco's in your language.
Alright, Shammai Israel, man. Peace and love. Alright, we just spoke our language, but you're just not good enough for you. We just said, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one." We can translate it as well.
I can speak little words of German. I can speak French.
But you just said speak our language. We did.
That's not your language.
Read this.
That's not your language.
Read
You've
this.
never even been there.
Read this.
You've never even been there.
Read
You weren't there.
this. Read this then. We write our language.
What?
What does that say? What does that say?
What
What does that say? This is Moses'
Do you
writing.
understand this?
This is on the tablets of Moses.
You know.
We know how to read
Tablets
this.
of Moses. Where did you see tablets? Somebody told you. Did you
Are
see
you mad,
tablets of
bro?
Moses?
Are you gone nuts?
No, did you see
Read
tablets
it,
of
man.
Moses?
Just read it.
Don't tell me I might gone mad. Where is the tablets
Gone
of Moses?
nuts, bro.
Did you see it?
But a simple question.
Did you see it?
Let your yea be yea, let your nay be nay. Can you read this?
Why should I read it?
You can't read it.
Why should I read it?
Well, you can't read the language of your ancestors, man. It's the language of the Hebrews.
Okay. So you're here
It's
to
the
win an
language of the
argument.
Hebrews.
You're here
Give me
to
that
win
in
an argument.
Ecclesiastes,
You're here to
Ezekiel.
win an argument
No,
and to look good.
I'm not
You're
arguing.
here-
We're
you're not
answering
here to do
your
anything
questions.
for me. You're not here to help me do anything.
We are trying to help you.
Help me
We're
talk
trying to ask you a question.
Talk to me in my language. Talk to me.
We just spoke in our language, the Hebrew language. We did. We spoke in
Jewish
the.
man that speaks Hebrew.
No, they don't speak. They speak Yiddish. That's why you don't know nothing, man. These elders don't know nothing, man. A broken bottle, man.
This is fools, man.
You're a fool, man. Bro, let's not speak too much.
You
Of
know
a
what?
fool.
Being a fool is not a problem to me. Okay?
Yeah.
I have no problem with being a fool.
Yeah, bro.
Okay?
But you can't say we're
I have
fools.
sons of
You're a
mine,
fool as
and they
well.
will never disrespect your father the way you just disrespected me. Okay?
How you
And
disrespected
that's
us,
my
man?
Bible. What do you mean? You're a fool.
You just told me a fool, yeah, so we said you're a fool.
What
are you talking about?
Because you're telling me in another man's
You're
language-
destroyed.
Yeah?
You're even worse than a fool. You're destroyed.
You've got a microphone. Alright?
You're destroyed. You're destroyed.
Shut up and shit, man.
Just a little Jordan straight.
If you want to have a proper,
We are trying to.
don't come here and talk. What do you mean? Did I come to you? Did I come to you? I was called here. Oh, you called me here. You called me here, and now I'm going. Yeah. So shut your fucking face. I'm going.
We're not shutting.
Right? I'm going. I'm going. Stop
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for what? My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because they have rejected knowledge.
Because what?
Because they have rejected knowledge.
Because they have rejected knowledge. They're calling themselves black men. They're calling themselves African men. Understand? That's someone else's name. Africa's not our name. Understand? That's a white man's name. So because they reject knowledge from God, right, you can't be Hebrew and an African. That don't make sense. That don't mix, really.
Because they have rejected knowledge.
Because they have rejected knowledge,
I will also reject thee.
he's going to reject these guys, man. Really.
That there shall no more be priests.
They shall what?
There shall be no more priests to
They're
me.
not going to be a priest
spend any time
unto
with
the
people
Most
like
High,
you.
man.
Seeing that
They
they have
can't,
forgotten
they
the
can't
law.
be the doctors of the Most High. They can't be. They've rejected knowledge of the Most High, Yahweh.
What is the name of the Most High?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law.
Because what?
Seeing they have forgotten the
They've
law of
forgotten
God.
the law of the Nazarites, man. They don't know the law of the Nazarites.
I will also
They've
forget
got
thy
it like
children.
fashion. It's a fashion to them, man. Read.
I will also forget thy children.
And he's going to forget his children. I've got children here. The Most High is going to forget these men and forget their children unless they repent and turn to the Lord.
All these things you say about me happen to you. May your children be rejected.
Well, the Lord's going to reject your children. The Lord's going to reject your children. Right? If you reject the law of the Most High,
you have rejected yourself.
Right?
You have rejected yourself.
This
You
is
can't even speak
Ezekiel
your own
chapter
language.
3 verse
And I am the one that
and
is
he
lost.
said unto
You're
me,
speaking
Son
somebody
of
else's
man,
language.
Son of man,
Somebody
go
else's.
get thee
You're
to the house
nothing.
of Israel.
go
You're
get
nothing.
thee to the
That
rebellious
person, when that
house
person
of the
comes to me,
Israelites
I will
and
speak my
speak
language.
my words
and do what?
And speak with my words unto them.
We're speaking the words of the Most High, man. This is the book of Ezekiel. Read.
For thou art not sent
the Most
to
High
a
speaks
people
English
of
and
a
writes a book,
strange
yeah?
speech.
We are not sent
that's
to
what
a
we're telling
people
you.
that don't understand our language, man.
The Most
And
High,
of an hard
the Most High
language.
can reach the
Go
people
up
himself.
to the house of Israel.
The Most
We're not
High,
speaking a hard
he
language.
made the
He's not
people,
speaking.
not you,
He's
not you.
He's not speaking that,
you
man.
are speaking
He's
English.
speaking English,
You're speaking
and we're
English.
saying the same thing back to
You
him.
want me to speak my
You
language?
understand?
I speak my language.
Yeah, but that's some nonsense, man.
My language is a
Language is
nonsense.
nonsense,
My
man.
language is a nonsense.
Because we don't understand
You are a
it.
white
There's no one to
man.
translate
You are a
it.
white man.
There's no one to
You're
translate
a white
it.
man speaking white man language
When
with
we
a white man book.
we told
You're
you
a
to
white
read the
man.
Hebrew and
You're
you
white.
don't know it.
Go over there, the Hebrews, the fucking Jews will tell you that you're a fucking.
Those are the synagogues
Right?
of Satan. They wish they were Jews. They wish they were the Jews, man.
Why they were the Jews? Why they were
They're,
the
they
Jews?
adopted a religion.
Oh, okay.
They're taking a culture that don't
Oh,
belong to
like
them.
you, yeah.
Like
they
you,
speak
like
this
you,
one.
like
But
you
at least
guys
they,
trying to be
but at least they speak in their own
You're-
language.
you're
You
adopting
have
an
no language.
Ethiopian and
No
African.
speak. No speech, no
About
language.
Rasta.
You are the voices not heard.
Rusty, man. They're not
You
even
saw
rusty,
me.
man.
You saw me with my locks.
You
And
ain't even
say
got a
Rasta.
doctrine, man.
You see me.
Because
you see
even
me. I'm a witch
Selassie,
doctor.
Selassie,
You're nothing.
he keeps the Orthodox Christian way.
Selassie can speak his language.
Selassie prays to the
Selassie
God
can
of
speak his
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's an Orthodox
Selassie can
Christian. man.
speak. He can
Selassie's
speak.
a better
He
Christian than
can-
this guy.
Why do I want to be a Christian?
Because Selassie's a
Who the fuck
Christian.
is Christian?
Selassie's a Christian. Selassie's a Christian. Your God is a Christian,
Fuck you.
man.
Oh,
Right?
God.
Selassie, your God is a Christian.
You know what? You know what?
Right?
That thing you just said, yeah?
Your God's
is-
a Christian.
That thing you just said.
Selassie's a
is why-
Christian.
No. The reason.
Chat to me now.
The reason why.
Idiot.
The
That's
reason
why
why I'm
our
going
people
away
are
now is.
destroyed.
I realize
You
that
pray
you're
to
cool.
Selassie, and Selassie's a Christian.
Me
You're
pray to
destroyed,
Selassie.
man.
Me pray to Selassie.
Ezekiel 3
Me
and
pray
verse
to
6.
Selassie.
Not to
How do you
many
know who I
people
pray
of
to?
a strange
How
speech.
do
He
you
didn't
know?
come to a people of
How
a
do you
strange
know who
and
I
of
pray
a hard
to?
language.
and a hard
We
language.
have that in my country, right? Rasta is not from
Send
here.
our people
Okay?
to people that understand. There's people in the Philippines talking.
I'm upset
Right?
because I'm telling
There's
you.
people in the damn Mexico preaching the gospel in Mexican, man. The gospel is going to be spoken in all languages, man. There's people in Ghana reading the Bible in Chi. Right? They're all speaking the same doctrine in the Bible in their own languages, man.
Surely had I sent thee unto them,
It's love, it's love, it's
they
passion.
would have hearkened unto thee.
Right?
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. But the house of
It's me
Israel
that
will not
decided I didn't
hearken
want to
unto
curse
thee.
you. Bro,
we love you, bro.
A man with
We're
no
telling you
language.
this in
A
love.
man with no language is not a man.
Bro, we have
You're
our
not a
language.
man.
We
You're
showed
nothing.
you.
You're a slave.
We showed you.
You're a slave. You have
This
no
is our language, man.
No speech, no language.
We do have a
Your
language.
voice is not heard.
We do have a
You're an
language.
idiot.
Our language is the Lashon Kodash.
Right.
It's the holy tongue. No one's calling you back, man. Yo, we dust our feet with you, man. No, we'll do it when I want to do it, man. Alright? Dust our feet with this guy. Do that, bro.
Verse 6 again, Ezekiel 3:6. Not to many people of a strange speech, of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
Alright? If we went to the other nations, they would listen, man.
That's right.
If we went to the Hamites, they'll be like, yo, but Jesus died for us. Yahweh Shai is our savior.
What do we do?
How do we build the bricks? Like, how do we get with the program? If we went to the other nations, they would love it, man. That's why Ishmael's got his doctrine. That's why the damn Judaism's got a doctrine. That's why Christianity, the Pope, they've got a doctrine. They're all the damn Egyptians, they got a doctrine. And then all the doctrine is of the Bible, man. They all steal our doctrine, man. Right? Read.
Verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
But what?
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto me.
Our own people, they don't listen. They're rebellious, man. They're hard-headed. They're stubborn, man. That's why we come out here to tell our people, man. Alright? Go to the book, give me the book of Jeremiah. Give me Jeremiah, chapter 11. Start 7.
This is Jeremiah 11 and verse 7. For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, Obey my voice. Yet they obey not, nor incline their ear, but walk every one in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. And Yahweh said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
And that's what we're talking about. It's about Judah and Jerusalem. We are talking about the 12 tribes. Understand? Brother, have you ever heard of that before? The 12 tribes. Have you never heard about the 12 tribes? Have you heard of Judah? You never heard of Judah? Have you heard of Benjamin? Yes, Benjamin, right? Judah, Benjamin. Alright, so look, if you're being a Muslim, right? Does that mean that they don't read the Bible? If you're a Muslim, you know the Quran says you must read the Bible. Did you know that? So being a Muslim, that's a religion. Is that what like God says to be religious? Let's read you a Quran. Let's go to the Quran. Get the unholy Quran. Let's read it. No, I'm not going to show you because you're a Muslim, right? You can't be in a rush to read the Quran. Give me chapter 2 and verse 122. Listen, what do you think about this? We mentioned the Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel, right? The Israelites are mentioned in the Quran, if you never knew. Surah chapter 2, verse 122.
Wow. Surah 2 and verse 122. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you.
Are you focusing? This is your Quran. Well, listen, it's not even yours. This is Muslim. This is Ishmael. Listen to Ishmael talk about the Israelites.
Surah 2, 122. O children of Israel.
O children of Ishmael.
O children of Israel.
Israel is mentioned in the Quran. Are you focusing? Alright?
remember my favor that I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the world.
Over the what?
Over the world.
So the Most High prefers the Israelites over everyone in the world, and that's even in the Quran. Did you not know? Did you know that? So you don't want to be a Muslim. You don't want to be dealing with Ishmael. You want to be dealing, because Abraham had Isaac. You understand? Give me Genesis. Let's see what happened to Ishmael in the Bible. Because the Quran says to read the Bible, you know. Peace be upon Moses. Moses is an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Israel had a son called Levi. That's who Moses comes out of, that gene, that you know what I mean, that seed line. So let's read you 17, is it 17, right? Genesis 17. Get Ishmael, kick out Ishmael, man. Ishmael, kick out, man.
This is Genesis 17 and verse 19. And God said, and God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac.
Name him with Isaac, alright?
And I will establish my covenant with him.
And that's who the covenant is with. It's not with Ishmael. It's not with Muslims. Alright? Read.
For an everlasting covenant, and
forever and ever. It's never been taken away. Right?
With his seed after him.
And his children. And Isaac had a son called Jacob and Esau. But Isaac said, not Esau, Jacob. And Jacob had 12 sons called the Israelites. Right?
And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation.
Ishmael, he's got a great nation. The Arabs, you're not an Arab, are you? Well, then, yeah, well, that's not for you. If you're an Arab, or you're one of them Iraqis, or you know what I mean? Yeah, that's for them. You understand? Saudi Arabians and that's for them. That's not you. Afghanistan and that, you're not them. You're Afghan? You're not them. Right?
But 21, but my covenant will I establish with Isaac. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
You are from Isaac. Understand? And Jacob.
Right. Which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year.
See, the little boys, they know, they want to come hear the word of the Lord. All praises. So look, that's what the Bible's saying. And the Quran says to follow the Torah. Understand? That's why they'll say the Bible is whitewashed. Understand? They'll try to say there's contradictions in the Bible, but they don't know the Bible. They don't know that the Bible was written in Arabic. The Bible was written in all these different languages. Understand? Why? Because it's for the Israelites that are dwelling in them nations. There was Israelites that were enslaved by Arabs. You get it? So we can't be dealing with their religion, because when we was enslaved, we was forced that religion on us. Otherwise, we couldn't sell our good, we couldn't use trade or barter with the other nations if we didn't adopt their religion. That's what it's all about. It's politics. You get it? That's not your nationality. That's the whole point and line. You can be religious, but it's all about nationality. You can't make an Indian man a Chinese person, can you? You can't make a white guy a Vietnamese guy, can you? You are who your seed is. You can't make an Arab man a black man, right? You can't make a Somalian man a Caribbean person, right? You know that. Come hear the words, sister. Come. Yeah, no, we're gonna turn the camera off. Oh, you got it, yeah? You're an Israelite, bro, yeah? Sister, we'll turn the camera off, come. Hey, sister, stay over there then. We're gonna read it from over here. You can hear us. Alright, we're gonna show you that you're the most beautiful woman on the earth. Give me Jeremiah chapter 2. We're gonna show you something that you never knew in the Bible. Now she can stay there. Let's read it.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2.
Listen.
I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
So the daughters of Israel are very beautiful. Comely means beautiful, right? The daughters of Zion are comely and very beautiful. But what it is, are women, they need to stop with the belittling themselves. Alright? They need to look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I don't need to look like a Caucasian. Right? Understand? It's all love, sister, man. It's all love. Because we need to be in a better place than this, man. This place is getting down. This is not our rest. Give me that. You got a piece of. Okay. Oh yeah, Judith, yeah. Give me Isaiah 3 and verse 16, man. Give me Isaiah 3:16. Man.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
So a lot of our women in our nationality and our people, they're very proud and they got stretched forth necks and they're very, very bossy, very haughty, right? Uppity, right?
Walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts.
Yeah, so they're going to be wearing the tightest clothes so you can see all the camel toe. They're going to have a scab. They're wearing the tightest leggings so you can see the tightest parts of their clothes, man. So that's something that happens to our people. You can't deal with that, man. Right?
Verse 18, in that day Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cars and round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. It shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle a rent, and instead of well set hair boldness, and instead of a stomacher a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty.
Yes, all of these vibrations are going to end up happening to our daughters, man, and our sisters, our mothers, our aunties, because they're rebellious. They walk as they go, man. But give me Isaiah 4 and 1. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach.
Yeah, they're going to need a reproach to be taken away. So women are going to remember themselves. They're not going to be of this mannish spirit. You know what I mean? Too much manly vibes on the women. They're going to have to humble themselves in that day. And they're going to remember the men of the Lord, man, and who the Most High is dealing with, man. The Most High is dealing with righteous men. And all this, I'm a strong woman in Babylon. The government helps me. The government is my husband. I get paid the benefits. All that's gonna come to a naught. Oh yeah, that's what that says. The benefit of the people. That's the one that says. Second answer. You know what?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. And the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from power out of heaven, prepared as the bride adored for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of power is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and power himself shall be with them and be their power.
So yeah, man, the Most High, he's dealing with the men of the Lord, man. It's very plain that very many times he says he's dealing with righteous men, and the men are going to save their families and their households.
And it was like the brother saying, like the women right now, they're really boasty and mincing in their own way. But when that new kingdom comes, when Yahushua comes back, You ain't gonna be in your boasty ways no more. You're gonna cleave unto the men of the Lord.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain.
Yeah, so all the benefits that they got now, it's not gonna work, man. All that benefits they got, yeah, they're gonna know that benefits won't work forever. Relying on the government, universal credit, and on the Caucasians giving you the damn holiday, Christmas money. All them little benefits are gonna come to a naught. This place is coming down. Babylon is destroyed. Babylon is done. You get that one in Revelations 18. Revelations 18 and go verse 1. And then jump to verse 12.
Revelations 18 and verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Shall I skip to 12 now, yeah? Okay, come. Verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Yeah, Babylon is fallen, man. Babylon is done. There's no time for the benefits and you're living up your best life. These women are going to look for righteous men, and they're going to say, I need you, like, I need you guys, man. We know we're silly all this time. We should have just listened. Sister, you can, but sister, you're a Christian, but the Christians, Jesus, the disciples, they weren't Christians. You never knew that. Christian came after the. No, sister, the Christians came after. Give me that Acts. Give me Acts. The sister said she's a Christian. Sister, did you know that the Christians came way after? Sister, come hear this. Acts 2, Acts 12, yeah.
Acts 11.
Acts 11 and 26. Yeah.
This is the book of Acts chapter 11 and verse 26. And when he had found him, he brought them into Antioch, and it came to pass.
Antioch.
And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church, and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
Christians, they was called Christians first. The first time they was called Christians ever was in Antioch. Moses wasn't a Christian. That's not Jesus. Your sweet Jesus. He wasn't a Christian, man. So Christians were called in Antioch the first time they were called Christians. That was the Jews. The Jews, the Hebrews, were called Christians first in Antioch. Now this is a history. They said, I know I'm a Christian, I read the Bible. But that doesn't matter. Salvation ain't for Christians, man. Salvation is for the Jews and Jerusalem, Israel, for the Israelites, so the 12 tribes. So all that religion and all of that stuff, give me that in the religion. Right off his tongue. Is it First Peter? First Peter. Be vague. James.
This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious, he bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart. This man's religion is vain.
That man's religion is vain. So yeah, being on all them Muslims, the young brother said he's Muslim, the sister said she's Christian. They must think they got a pass. Yeah, I've got to get a Babylon free card. Because I'm a religious. You don't get a Babylon for free being in a religion. These religions are all vanity. You know what I mean? When you walk around with all these things and that, It's a vain thing. You know what I mean? They're doing it because they look at me, I'm keeping this. That's all vain. When we have our staff, we have our fringes, people will look at you like, right, you got style in it. You render your garment in it. You know what I mean? You render your garment. No, this is because we want salvation. We're holy. We're set apart. So we're gonna have a vibration different to you guys. And you guys will look at it and try and do what? Adopt it. That's why they'll get the scarves, right? The Arabs, right? They'll get the scarf with the little tassel things on them. You know what I mean? Without a ribbon of blue. And then you got the curtains of the queen and all these people, the king. They got the curtains with the fringes on the side of the things.
And on their flags.
On their flags, they have the fringe on their flags. You know what I mean? Because that is what you lot do to adopt or to try and basically steal our vibrations, man.
Pure religion,
And I'll read that, James.
James chapter 1 and verse 27. Pure religion and undefiled before power and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widow in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. Give me Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16. That's what we need to do. We need to go and visit the fatherless, the widows. Give me that 2nd Ezra chapter 2.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16. Wash ye, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppression. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow.
There you go. That's what we need to do.
2nd Ezra 2 and verse 20. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and weak, laugh not at a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness.
Go to Luke chapter 4 and verse 16. Go to Isaiah 61. What's going on? Do you see anything? You like this? Do you like this stuff? What do you think about this stuff? What do you think about this?
How do you feel about this? No? You don't care about it?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4 and verse 16. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up. And as his customs was, he went into the synagogues on the Sabbath day and stood up to read, to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found in the place where it said and where it was written, the Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
So yeah, to the poor.
He have sent me to heal the broken heart,
To heal the brokenhearted.
to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering the sight of the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised.
There you go. That's what we've said in all the scriptures, man. James was doing it. Ezra was doing it. Yahushua was doing it.
Right.
They all was doing it. Jonah was doing it. They all done these things. They had to relieve the oppressed. Even the women, man. Deborah, right? She had to help them, man. Esther, Judith, they relieved, they saved them from the wicked oppressors, man. They had to help them, man. If your people ain't gonna help you, who's gonna help you, man? Not the heathen. You know what I mean? Especially not the coons. Especially not the coons of our people. They're the worst. Because they're looking like you with a hatred in their heart for their own people, man. You gotta watch out for your own ones even closer. But the Most High knows them anyway. He'll sift them out. Like how he done with Judas. You know what I mean? Easy peasy for the Most High. That's easy peasy stuff.
This is Isaiah 61 and verse 1. The Spirit of Yahweh power is upon me, because Yahweh have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
So yeah, that's what is the Most High has anointed the brothers to come out here diligently, man, valiantly, man, to come and tell you. I think we stand up here like jokers and brothers are holding staffs and running towards people for no reason. You know what I mean? Watching the brethren, bringing out the verses, teaching the reading hard. You know what I mean? As much as we know English is some stupid language, we're trying to read us the hardest and the loudest for you. Right? Read.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn.
Do what?
To comfort all that mourn.
On that, we're going to close out, and we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Bahar, Rukar, Kudash. Kwam Yeshua.
Kwam Yeshua.
Yeah, Ba'asham Mashiach Yahushai. Yahushai, Barakatah, and Manawa'ala.